I made a video about how to get women to text you back more. And in that video, I kind of like essentially say not every woman, a lot of women may really like you, but it's going to take them time to get to where they're more open with you over text. And I theorized why that was. And I thought about it. Maybe they're testing you. Maybe they're seeing if you're anxious. And I think some of that is going on with some women because they've told me that as friends. But I think it's like such a like I noticed that pattern with a lot of women that I was like thinking about women that really liked me, and they all were very slow and gradual with the amount of contact over text. And I was like, why is that? And so I think it's like a much harder reality than I was initially thinking, which is just all like what's consistent with so many women friends that I have is they've been traumatized by men. And so that is literally what's happening. So that trust has to be built before they're going to open up more over text message. And so like, and then there was one woman in the comments talking about like how much she hates men trying to take a certain formula thinking that's going to work and then getting mad when the formula doesn't work. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's true. And I could see people taking this strategy I'm talking about as like a formula of like, well, do it this certain way and she's going to text you back. And it's not a formula to get any one woman to text you back. It's a strategy. It's a mentality and a mindset of how to try to build those meaningful connections. And then the woman that wants to invest in the connection is kind of you're giving the space for her to come to you and form that connection. So, and not every woman's going to want to do that. And you're like waiting for the woman that does want to invest in the connection and is really solid and trying to be there. So that's why you're doing the making friends part with a lot of different women. And you should be just making friends and building connections with all kinds of people. Women you're not attracted to, women you are attracted to, men, you know. But it's like, and the other thing I realized with making that video too, I didn't talk about the connections part enough because the connection is 100% what women, the entire basis for most women, why they care about the relationship. If you look at like pop culture media, like songs written by men, it's all about desire and how much how much they want the woman. And then all songs written by women are about the connection. Like the connection is like the biggest fucking part. When you start being in a deeper relationship with a woman, when she talks to you and about the relationship, she is talking about the connection with almost all of her communication. That is so fucking common with pretty much every woman I've ever interacted with. Like the connection becomes the biggest part that they're talking about. People think they're talking about the guy's money or his looks or his all this different stuff, and maybe initially in the beginning, but once they get into the actual deeper part of the relationship, they are all locked in to how they feel about the connection. And so connection and prioritizing connection, it's not only a better path forward, it's probably the path that should have always been taken. But anyway, it's crazy.